The following is a morning walk conversation with His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, recorded on June 13th, 1974, in Paris, France.
What do you understand by the word Maya?
That which is not. Things which we place value on that have no relation to Krishna.
The Maya is explained very nicely in the Bhagavad. Jata bhasa tathat. Just like sun is reflected in the water and the light is reflected again on the wall. This is the exact explanation of Maya. Reality, this material world, the man who manufactured all these things, nobody knows where he has gone. But these things are taken as reality. This will be also finished. It will remain as relics, as Rome, relics. But when it was, the houses were prepared, great enthusiasm as reality. And now it is as relics. So the energy expended for manufacturing those houses, that is also Maya. And now they are being visited as relics, that is also Maya. So all these things are Maya Vaibhava, expansion of Maya. So if somebody says that he don't appreciate these things, no, he appreciates. Very much appreciate, intelligent. But if you, for this appreciation, if you forget, then it is not. And forget Krishna, then it is not. Otherwise it is reality. If they would have installed deity worship in these buildings, how much nice it would have been. People chanting, dancing, and taking prasadam 24 hours. Then it is no more Maya, it is reality. Such big, nice houses, they should have been places of worshipping Krishna. But they are worshipping bones, keeping some dead bones.
People must be educated that everything belongs to Krishna.
That is a fact. Why they do not understand?
The government argues that they do not want to discriminate against any religious faith, so they remain secular.
No. There is no religious faith is different. That is nonsense. We are talking of science. We are just like we were saying that everything belongs to Krishna. So what is any religious feeling? Everything belongs to Krishna. How you can say no? Can you say?
They can say, we don't know Krishna.
You don't know Krishna, but it belongs to somebody. He may be named as Krishna or something else. That doesn't matter. But it does not belong to you. How you can deny it? You have come here. Suppose I have come here in Paris. I stay here for 1 week. Does it mean Paris is mine? Similarly, you come from the womb of your mother and stay here, say 50 years, that is mean your... The same example. Does it mean that the world belongs to you? Why you are claiming? This is France, this is Europe, this is America, this is mine, this is mine. Before your birth it was there, and when you go, it will remain there. So how you claim that it is yours? So you don't, you must know as it remained, it was there before my birth, and it will remain after my departure. Then how it belongs to you? What is the answer?
It belongs to the man that created it.
Huh?
It belongs to the man that created it, and it's
Who
conscious
created?
of its
Who
origin.
created? You created these stones and
Nature.
sand. Then what is nature?
Life force working. It's a life force that is working.
And therefore nature is... Behind the nature, there is Krishna. Maya Daksena Praditi Sriyati.
How is it possible, Srila Prabhupada? We're so tiny, 1/10,000th the tip of a hair, and yet we can become so puffed up as to think that even I am God or I am the controller of material nature, like the scientists are thinking.
Because there, in the bodily concept of life, they are thinking, I'm not teeny, a small particle. I have this big fatty body. He's thinking that. The dog is thinking, I'm bulldog. It is like that. The same concept.
So that idea is just in the mind.
Yeah. That is animalism.
Forming these works and these creations independent of God.
Huh?
The materialist sees himself acting independent of God.
How is independent of God? Napoleon wanted to finish that art and he was kicked out. How is independent of God? Such a big person, strong person, he wanted to finish, but he was not allowed to finish. Then how he thinks that he is independent? That is foolishness. That I can be kicked out at any moment and still he is thinking I am independent. What is the answer? Why he was kicked out? He was a very powerful man and why he was kicked out? No, he cannot finish. You got to get out immediately. Then where is his independence? You are simply falsely puffed out independent. And now, after being kicked out, if he has taken this body of a cat and dog, then what is the benefit? Prakita kriyamanani gunai karmani sarvasa. The nature is so strong and the laws are so stringent. You are not independent. If you touch fire, fire is one of the elements. It will burn your finger. However powerful he may be, you cannot stop it. Then where is his independence?
We studied a verse yesterday evening in the Bhagavad Gita in the 18th chapter. Krishna says, work always under my protection. Krishna says to always work under his protection. That one may be engaged in all sorts of activities, but in the end, by my grace, you will come back to me. So the activities of the materialistic man, no matter what he does, he will develop another material body for him. Moves around his mental impression. Is that right, Srila Prabhupada?
Yes.
And a devotee is acting, but he's not getting any mental impression from his activities.
His mental expression is Krishna. He's always thinking of Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. We have got some propensity to create, just like this beautiful place. We have got creative energy. Therefore, it is advised that Nirbandhe Krishna Sambha. Make it for Krishna. You will find in India, they have also created big temples, fort-like, but for Krishna. Then the energy is spent for creating this path in relationship with Krishna will be utilized as service to Krishna. And if it is simply meant for sense gratification, then you are under the laws of nature. Contaminated. It's like if a man, he is very powerful, he is creating this path, but he is contaminated with some infection. Will he not suffer?
He must suffer.
Does it mean that because he has created this path, therefore contamination will not act upon him? Is it a fact? It must act. So, after creating all these things, if you contaminate some infectious modes of material nature, then you have to accept the body of cats and dogs. Then what is your benefit? Karanam gunasanga asya sadasat janmajuni. Karanam, the reason for high and low grade birth is due to contamination with the modes of material nature. Hare Krishna.
Yesterday we said that Prahlad Maharaj didn't fear. Prahlad Maharaj said he didn't fear Lord Nrsingadev, even though he was so ferocious, but he feared the material nature.
That is contaminated. If I be contaminated with the material nature, then I will have to accept a body given by material nature.
But it said that a devotee is supposed to be fearless. It is said that a devotee is supposed to be fearless.
Fearless, because devotee means one who has taken shelter of Krishna. He is devotee. He is fearless. And one who has not taken shelter of Krishna, how he can be fearless? Suppose there is epidemic disease. If you have got vaccination, then you can remain fearless. Otherwise, the epidemic will contaminate and will have to suffer. So Krishna is the vaccination to remain fearless.
You use the example, Srila Prabhupada, that just like a little child, when he's near his father, he knows he has nothing to worry about. His father will protect him.
Yes. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Today it is cold. Hariya Karanda.
Karanda Prabhu?
You are feeling very cold?
Not too cold, Prabhupada.
I am feeling old man.
Would you like to recite it also, Srila?
No, that's Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
So as soon as the modes of nature are no longer working on the spirit soul, then he experiences that he's no longer changing his body.
Yes. Devichesha gunamani mamamad mame vija prapaddante mayame tarantam.
By taking shelter of Krishna.
Yes. The thing is that if I am so much susceptible to the contamination of Maya, the modes of material nature, then if I waste my time in material advancement of life, is it not risky?
Very risky.
Yeah.
Just the other morning you were lecturing that just because we are young, we should not waste a moment and think that, oh, I have so much time to live. Let me put off Krishna consciousness.
That is false consciousness. Prahlad Maharaj said, immediately, Kaumaro Asalas Pragma, Dharman Bhagavad, no stop time. Our policy is that. Therefore we have opened Dalas, that immediately from the very beginning of life, let them understand Krishna consciousness.
Srila Prabhupada, if the devotee is fearless, how is it that Prahlad was expressing his fearfulness of material nature? If the devotee is fearless,
Yes.
how is it Prahlad was expressing his fearfulness of material nature?
Yes, even you are fearless, you should not be fool. Because if you know that there is danger, I must be very careful. That is intelligence. That is not fearfulness. Besides that, a devotee like Prahlad, he is fearless, but he is fearful for others. That is stated. Just like the mother, she knows that she will not catch fire, she will not fall down in the water, but she is always anxious to see her child, that the child may not fall into the water, may not catch fire. She is working in her own way, but always fearful of the child. Similarly, a Vaishnava, he is not fearless for himself, but because he is sympathetic, because he knows that all these rascals, they are wrongly wasting their time, therefore he is anxious. Paradukha dukhi. They are unhappy by seeing others unhappy. For themselves there is no unhappiness. That is their grace. And Vaishnava is fearless. Even if he is sent to hell, he is not unhappy. Because wherever he goes, he chants Hare Krishna. So actually he has no fearfulness. He is only unhappy. Just like you are talking, others may think that we are criticizing, but we are actually talking. Suppose this one who has manufactured this big park, and if he has next life, he has become contaminated, the dog's life, then what is the use? How you can guarantee that you are not going to be a dog? It is under the management of material nature. More, very powerful. Just like a big man like Napoleon, he is also under the control of material nature. As soon as the time get out. No, I want to finish this act. No, sir, you get out. Then where is your powerfulness? That they do not. For the temporary power, they become puffed up and go to hell. That's all. But they have no conception of hell. These are primitive ideas.
It's sometimes very hard to feel that compassion for others when we ourselves are still feeling so much contaminated.
Huh?
We in the neophyte stage, we're feeling ourselves so much attacked by Maya that sometimes it's very difficult.
Therefore, those who do not take risks, they do not remain within this material. They go to the Himalaya, go to the forest. They are afraid of being contaminated. But more liberal devotees, they take the risk. Never mind, I shall go to hell. Let me do something for Krishna. Let others understand something of Krishna. That is their magnanimity. Taking the risk of going to hell is still giving the information. Just try to understand Krishna. So such persons are exalted because they're taking their own risk to serve Krishna. That at least one man may understand Krishna. And others are flying away. No, we are not going to take risk.
Krishna says that there's no one more dear to me.
Goshanandi and Bhajananandi. Bhajananandi means they are interested for their own welfare. And Goshanandi, he wants to see that more devotees are there. That is the difference.
Actually, Prahlad Maharaj said that he was not feeling any anxiety for himself.
Yeah.
Feeling anxiety, they're not taking Krishna consciousness.
Yeah. And on account of his being so, taking the risk, he is immediately very dear to Krishna. That is declared in the Bhagavad Gita. Nachatasmat manusyeshu kaschit priyati. Anyone who is trying to broadcast my message, my glory, he immediately, there is no more dearer than him, anyone. So one should take this risk.
Srila Prabhupada, just today you said that Krishna appreciates the devotee when he accepts voluntary adversity. Yesterday you said that Krishna appreciates when a devotee accepts voluntary adversity.
Like the kings who gave up everything to live an ascetic life.
But how do we know when we should accept this adversity? Sometimes people artificially...
Adversity, not always to accept, but you have to follow the regulative principle enjoined in the Shastra. That is, in one sense, suppose you are accustomed to certain type of standard of living, but for Krishna's sake you have to give it up. And that kind of adversity. That is not actually adversity, but he thinks that I have taken this voluntary. What is this? Electric? So not a single useful tree. These trees are no fruits, no flowers.
Can we
we call these trees demonic?
Not demonic. Sinful.
They have many seeds to reproduce themselves, but no fruits or flowers.
Impious, not pious. What is the name of this park?
The Tuileries Park.
Huh?
The Tuileries Garden.
Tuileries.
Tuileries Garden. That is the name of a person?
Was the thought of the king before? When was the king?
No, the king is a person.
So you were explaining that they're naming everything in the material world after different people in regards to Lake Geneva. They say it is Geneva's lake, but actually it is Krishna's lake, in Krishna's park.
Yes, but they have no sense. They think it is Geneva's park.
It could be called Purushottam Park or something like that.
Yeah, very nice. Therefore we give name everyone. Krishna Das, servant of Krishna.
Hare Ram. Hare Ram, Hare Ram.
And we give them the argument, could you eat if we brought you the cow and let you kill her yourself? And they say, no, I could not do that. But yet, when the cow's meat is killed and wrapped up in a nice wrapper, they eat, and they don't have any bad feeling about it.
This is called Maya. He cannot face the actual situation, but covered by some Maya. Yes, sir. This is another example of Maya. Directly killing the animal, he cannot tolerate. But when it is covered by Maya, the same danger, yes.
It's like the people, they say that the air is very polluted, we cannot breathe it now. And they will smoke cigarettes also.
Yeah.
Actually, our preaching is when we show people how by avoiding Krishna they actually kill themselves.
Yes. Suicidal. Atmaha. Narottam Das Thakur said, Janiya Suniya Bisha Khain. Knowingly I am drinking poison. Knowingly. Janiya Suniya Bisha Khain. Hari Hari Hi Phale Janama Goain. Manusya Jivana Bhaiya Radha Krishna Navajya. Janiya Suniya Bisha Khain. Bisha Khain means drinking poison.